Namaste mates and welcome back to my channel Virtual Reads. Today we are doing our first ebook video, which is Rise of the Empty People. This is a really great book. This is from a very big series known as Team X. This has a part of alien adventures genre and this is from the part Project X. Basically, Team X is a bunch of 4 friends who are Max, Cat, Ant and Tiger. This story started when their watches began to run low on power and Ant had invented a machine to make them watches recharge. But it made severe changes to their watches. When all the watches are synchronized, the micro friends can travel in a rip in the fabric of space and time to other dimensions. Max and Ant and Tiger have become rip jumpers. That name is pretty weird, but rip jumpers. Unfortunately, there is a problem. The rip is permanently stuck open in Tiger's wardrobe. Who opens a rip in his wardrobe? That's crazy, right? A woman called Police comes through the portal and tells that the weaver is the only one who can seal the rip. They go through the rip and meet the weaver. But the one they thought was Perlis turns out to be Velina, her evil twin sister. The evil twin thing is kind of weird for me. And she steals the staff of word from the weaver in order to free Mortis, her master, who is also known as the Dimension Reaper. That title is pretty scary. This is the first chapter. Anyone home? This chapter's name is Anyone Home, as they enter another dimension where they find total blank. It felt like it was isolated, not until Max saw a shadow. They followed a shadow into a subway line, and the results were not that good. They saw many people walking like they were dream walking, had no strength, no ideas, practically like zombies. Cat got caught by one of these zombie type people who dragged her inside the manhole. But suddenly a flame came out of the manhole and others who were trying to catch them ran away. Some people who weren't looking like that and pretty active told them all about that they were called the empty people and when that apocalypse started. They also told them that the empty people are afraid of fire. They told them that this appeared when a purple mist appeared up in their city. It was all fine before it, but after that people started getting infected from the purple mist and consuming everyone with them. They would take anyone they found to some strange place and he will turn out to be as them. Practically like zombies, but not by biting. They lived on a big skyscraper where the mist couldn't reach. As the sun was setting, they quickly rushed up because it would be very hard to hold empty people at night. Suddenly, Cat had an inquiry about the main hall, which was the only place which had electricity in the whole building. She told them that was the only place which was well lit and well maintained. Though the purple mist appeared from there, so nobody even dared to go and check it. At the night when their friend slept, they all decided to help them before jumping back home. Next day, they joined them in the quest for food and appliances. They wished to see the main hall, so they asked their friend to take them to the store, which was right in front of the main hall. It was all right as they found a packet with one biscuit in it and other supplies, but weren't lucky with food. But it was still good until the purple mist started appearing back from the main hall. It quickly came through the gate under and out inside the shop. The mist went everywhere. They quickly climbed up an empty shelf, but their friend fell down and was consumed by the mist. The mist soon reached them, but they closed their eyes and it was like they woke up. But their friend had that creepy black spot under her eyes. They took him to her uncle, who saw her and went down crying, and he had no hope left. He told that just give him to the other empty people. As soon as he touches you and she will become just like them. And he was quite true. But they were in trouble because people thought that they were with her, and why didn't they get infected? It began for a new hope for them, as if they research them, take their blood samples and make an antidote. But they really got scared because if the doctors find out that they are not from this dimension, they're gonna get in a severe trouble. So they were kept in a room and weren't allowed to go out until last. But Tiger escaped, and it didn't took her friends to notice. He tried to enter the main hall. It was pretty guardless and non-defended for the first seeing, but it wasn't not that undefended. As he entered, a big bunch of Valina's robot army started coming at him. It came close and he fainted. His friends then also turned into microform and went past the guards slowly as they slept. They also entered the main hall as they knew that that will be the only place he entered. Suddenly, all of them started feeling things. And started feeling weird airships battling at them. Max started seeing Valina right in front of him and ready for battle. He got ready for battle, and the cat started worrying that they will never go back. Then a tiger met a boy who was behind all of this. He trapped him in his laboratory and didn't take much time to find about his watch. His plans were evil. And right here the dimension's number is given. Like the number is 0672. The worst fears. This chapter is crazy because they thought the place was defended by different things they were imagining. But as Cat's fear wasn't something practical, so she found out about an eerie noise. It was coming from a speaker. She quickly took one of the flamethrowers she had gathered before coming out to the main hall and threw the fire at her. The alarm quickly ran off and all of them were freed from that. The place was defended from a sound, hypnotizing sound. Their plan was to get caught and meet to Tiger. The plan pretty much worked, but the chemicals were set on fire because of the flamethrower and one bottle fell. Tiger told to tell about that the boy had his watch. The empty people weren't following them, but they made them follow them by taking Goldie's hand and taking him to the main town square. Then, as they came out, they took the hostile boy and asked him for Tiger's watch. He refused to give it back. Instead, he wore him himself. Tiger told him that he wouldn't understand any of it, but he didn't listen and pressed a random button and he shrinked to a very small creature like a tiny ant. He was then kept in a box and forced to tell them the antidote. One of the people who was given the antidote went out for half an hour, made the antidote and put it in the flamethrower's canister. Then he replaced the flames with liquid and made it spray all over the people. The people's head, the spots were gone. They were feeling quite full, not empty. The antidote had worked, but the little boy was trying to bring him to full size. The other two shrinked to the micro size as well and went in the box, hold his hand tightly and twist his jaws. They all became big. They told them about the truth of the dimension and left happily, leaving the boy in their matter. All the people were back and the town was very happy. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel.